You ready to go?
Yeah. So good morning. Today is Wednesday, December the 30th, so it's the day before New Year's Eve. And I promised you guys that I was going to do kind of a walking video. My husband's going to make your car sick while you're watching this. Thank you, Dan. So I'm going to show you the outside of the building because a lot of people have a hard time finding the building. And I'll show you kind of the neighborhood so you know what you're looking at. And then we're going to walk on in and take a look at the new and chaotic shop as it is, because the shop is still in disarray. It's not all settled. It'll be settled by tomorrow night. So I'm going to have Danny hand me off the camera. Don't puke. Here we go. Ooh. Okay, so we are in downtown Partyville. This is in Wisconsin. This here is my building. It's not my building, but you can see I have my sign up there. Crystal Soul, happy, happy. This is one of my neighbors, Two Hearts, so you'll see their big sign from the street. This is our front door, such as it is. It is a very unassuming front door. It's a very lovely front door, and there is magical stuff inside. This other window here has Stacy's Travel Escapes, so it kind of puts you in perspective for this particular building. Now, as you look around, you're going to come down Main Street. Downtown only has one Main Street. We really only have about one stop sign, too. This here is the big library, and it's directly across the street from us. It's a beautiful building. This is the Angie Williams Cox Library. Next to us, there's a Quick Trip down on the corner. There is a museum, and then there's this beautiful Spanish-style hacienda. And then on the other, oh, there's Dan. On the other side of us is a little blue building called Stella's, and this is how people find us. So we're going to go on in. Watch your step. It's icy out. We got all of winter in one day. So this is our hallway. And when you first come in, you're going to see Stacy's. Stacy's is right here in the foyer. To your left, you're going to see Two Hearts' room. Okay? Two Hearts sells gifts. It's a mother and daughter team. This currently is a camouflage gentleman. He does camouflage coloring on like guns and things. He's not open. And then if you keep going down, that was the first door on the right. The second door on the right is where all the magic happens. So here we are. This is the Crystal Soul door. I have my open sign specifically on the door. You can see I'm Suite 180. The address here is 118 North Main Street. So when you come in, the very first thing that you're going to get to see is you're going to get to see my handout, some brochures. And these include not only my brochures and business cards, which are right there, but it also includes the brochures and business cards of other local people, healers and businesses, and then just some other random things. This is the little Take One bowl. And this little bowl is full of all kinds of little chits that have magical happy things on them. So I encourage people to take one. So this one for today, this one says, "May you have creativity." Okay? So we come in. I've got my radio going today. I'll turn that down in a minute. And then we're just going to do a counterclockwise tour of the room. So I've got a curio cabinet in here that's going to be holding all of my fancy stones. So you can see on the bottom there, I have my wands, and I have some pendulums, and I have necklaces and bracelets. And the top shelf I'm not done with yet. I'm going to be putting some nicer pieces of crystals and slag up there. This table here that isn't set yet, this is going to be all of my little bowls of crystals. These will be your individual crystals that you'll be able to buy for $1. The 4 shelves to the left, so you see 4 right now, this is going to be the tea shelves. And the way I set this up is I put the jar of tea and a set of these little 5 shelves. There's 5 teas per shelf. So you can go into each of these drawers. So like here's Oolong Blossom. You can go into these drawers and you can get sets of tea bags, or you can get a loose leaf bag. Okay? I also have teapots and teacups that are going to be up on top. We're starting to kind of get stuff in order here. All right? Over here is going to be the herb shelves. There'll be 2 of those as well. Okay? And these are all kinds of different herbs. Like you can see in this shot here, I've got some turkey rhubarb powder, There's a patchouli, there's a cayenne, there's cedar, red clover, comfrey. There's all kinds of little herbs in here. There's some menthol crystals up there on the top. These shelves over here are going to be the body products and smudging supplies, which things are starting to migrate that direction. And here we have our protectors of the shop. So we have from right to left, we have Kuan Yin, we have Isis, and we have Mary. And then we also have Maneki Neko, we have the Good Fortune cat. Okay. In the center of the room, I've got this big 4x4 topper. And I'll have a few display pieces there. I'll have it as a workspace. I'm also selling jades for a little while until I'm out of them. We're going to turn the radio down just a titch. And in this set of shelves here, these glass shelves, is where we're going to have the tarot books, tarot cards, and decks and books. Eventually we may have crystal skulls in there too. Okay? This is going to be our new checkout station. So the crystals that are there are going to be moving. This is our coffee station, our coffee and tea station, which is kind of overwhelmed at the moment, but it'll clean up. Here is our new lovely 75-gallon fish tank, which we will populate a little more heavily. There's a little kitchenette in here, and this is technically off limits for y'all, so this is your little visit to the kitchenette. Ooh, we have a sink, we have cupboards, and the cupboards have, you know, all of my production stuff in them. Ooh, fancy, fancy. And little shelves and things down below. There's my collection of oils that I work with. And then we go a little bit further around and we see my office, which still is a cluttered mess. Please bear in mind, we just moved all of the items on Sunday, and yesterday was the first day I was able to get in and start putting things away. So, you know, there has been a lot of progress made. It's just still very chaotic for a bit. So that's kind of what's going on here. I was going to try and get back on the camera again, but I don't know where Dan is, so... Oh, here comes Dan. Oh, and our pretty new ceiling. We had to paint the new ceiling and put new tiles in. So let me give you back to Dan, and I'm going to say goodbye. Thanks for watching this little tour. Hopefully I'll be back to like some actual informational videos starting next week. Once things have kind of settled down from the holidays and everything. If you're in the area, or if you're not, and you want to do a reading, on New Year's Day I'm doing free 15-minute card readings, and if you're in the area, drop in or call me and make an appointment. My number here is 608-429-9284. If you're out of the area and you'd like to do it via Skype or via telephone, you can also call me or email me and make an appointment, and I will block you a 15-minute little chunk of my day, and I will either hop on Skype with you so you can see the cards, or I'll just give you a call, and I'll do your reading virtually that way. Again, the number is 608-429-9284. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I know it's a little, the room is totally chaos, but yeah, I just kind of wanted to show you guys what was going on. It's an exciting little move for me. I dig the new place. And I think you guys are going to love it too. So have a great day. Have a very, very, very safe New Year. Please don't drink and drive. Have somebody drive you, or stay at home and enjoy it at home with your loved ones. See you next week. Bye. Red button.